guys, so today I'm here again with another book review of a series. This is the Filthy Beautiful series by Miss Kendall Ryan. She is becoming one of my absolute favorite writers ever. I love her books. So this is going to be spoiler free as well, but I'm going to give you some reasons as to why I think you should pick this series up. If you would like to hear what they are, and then just keep watching. Filthy Beautiful. We have a history. Almost every book that I've been reading has been coming up in my Amazon recommendations from other books that I naturally have read. So they're like, oh, well, you're going to like this. Filthy Beautiful, this little cover with this girl in her panties and a guy going down them had come up so many times. And the cover just kind of didn't appeal to me at the time. So I didn't click on it. And then I finally clicked on it the one day, and when I read the synopsis of it, I was like, I can't do this. Like, that is a little, even for me, I'm no prude, but like, that's a little whoa. You know, so I just kept pushing it to the side, like, no, we're not going to read Filthy Beautiful. And then, I don't know, I think it was after I finished the Collide series, I thought, maybe I should give that Filthy Beautiful series a try. So I purchased it on Google Play Books, and holy mother of God, was I hooked from the first chapter. Like, I loved it. I could not get enough of it. In fact, I probably like on a Thursday at lunch purchased it on Google Play, and then read some of it Friday, and then Saturday we went on an all-day trip and I wasn't driving, so I was in the back seat reading it on my tablet, which is something I never do. I need to be like on a bus or a plane to read. I'm not really one to read in a car or anything like that, but I just had to keep reading. So what is this about, you're asking me? Well, Filthy Beautiful is about Sophie. She has a twin sister named Becca who is dying from fourth stage cervical cancer, and she is going at no limits to get money for her sister to be put into a experimental treatment to try to get this cancer to slow down a bit and give her the chance at life that she deserves. And they're twins. Did I mention that? Sophie and Becca are twins. And she stumbles upon like waitressing jobs, and that's not going well. She only has a high school education, so she can't land like a big, huge, awesome job or anything. So she decides to give stripping a try. And she auditions for a strip club owner, and she's less than pathetic at it, to put it nicely. And when he, is like, how much did you think you were going to make a night? And she said something about like $500 to $1,000, and he just starts to laugh, and she instantly becomes upset, and he can tell it's not from her being turned down, like she's upset about something. So she just completely goes through her whole entire story, why she's doing this, and he's like, come with me into my office. So your heart for a second is like, what's he gonna do, this poor girl? And he takes her in and he tells her about this special auction where millionaires buy women. They have a 6-month contract with these men, and they basically are sex slaves to them. And Sophie is a virgin, and he said, you're gonna go for a lot of money, so you could probably make the money that you need for your sister's treatments at this auction. He volunteers to give her a complete makeover, and she has to give him 10% of her earnings plus pay him back for the makeover when she's sold. She's very skeptical about it, but at the same time she's like, I have to get my sister into this treatment. So she goes, and she's on the auction block. She's the last one of the night, and she goes up there in her little blue lace panties, and she has her arms over her chest. She refuses to move her arms down from her chest, and she can't even look at the people other than the fact that there's a guy sitting in front of her with one shoe that she like just focuses on his shoe the entire time. And once they mention she's a virgin, a guy in the back who already has a girl to take home starts bidding on her, and then the guy that's right in front of her, the shoe that she keeps looking at, he starts bidding on her as well, and it becomes heated between the two of them. And finally Mr. Shoe offers $1 million, and the guy from the back says, oh, she's not worth it, have fun with it or whatever. And he's the one who ultimately purchases her. That's where I was a little like, really kind of read about like a sex slave situation. So he takes her home, and instantly once he gets her home, like, he just kind of wants a companion for the night. He doesn't try any, well, he does try with her. She gives him head, and that's not giving anything away because that is mentioned in the synopsis here. But that's it. Like, he doesn't try to do anything else with her. He's very sweet and gentle to her. His name, you'll come to find out, is Colton Drake, and it just goes from there. And the whole premise of like it's a sex slave thing and all that, it's a vein that runs throughout the story, but like it very rarely comes up once the story gets going and you forget about that, and it becomes so much more than that. I mean, obviously it's a 2-book series about Sophie and Colton, and it is just absolutely amazing. Like, I laughed, I cried, like legit tears streaming down my face, cried with these books. It's just such a good story. Like, it's a heartwarming story, which I know you're thinking like a sex slave story is a heartwarming story. Believe me, you have to read it. It is. Throughout the book, Colton has 2 brothers. He has a younger brother named Pace and an older brother named Collins, and they're mentioned throughout the book, as well as his college friend Kylie and Collins' supermodel girlfriend. Which brings us to book 3 and 4. Strictly, if you just want to read about Sophie and Colton, it's 2 books, book 1 and 2, Filthy Beautiful Lies and Filthy Beautiful Love. Sophie and Colton are those 2 books. The 3rd book is Filthy Beautiful Lust, which is about Pace and Kylie, the college friend of Colton's. And then the 4th book, Filthy Beautiful Forever, is about Collins and his model girlfriend, until he opens the door one day and Mia, his childhood best friend and former love of his life, is standing at the door saying like, hey, remember when we were kids and we said if we weren't married by the time we were 30 we were going to marry each other? Well, guess what? We're both 30 now. It's a fun series to read the whole thing because Kendall is amazing at letting the story of everyone play through the books. So you find out a lot more about Sophie and Colton in these books, which is really great. Plus, a prelude to these books is given in the first 2 books that are about Sophie and Colton. They're just absolutely amazing. And you just find yourself really wanting to be part of this family. Like, you kind of wish you were one of the girls, because they're just such a fun group of guys, and it's just a beautiful overall story with the brothers and the girls. Like, it is just, I love it. Like, I recommend this to everybody, and I tell them, I'm like, you're gonna be like me, you're gonna read the whole, like, you know, she's purchased at an auction thing and be like, no, but you have to give it. I mean, I totally, no pun intended, judged a book by its cover, because I totally did, and I'm so glad that I was like, you know what, we're just gonna give it a try. If I don't like it, I spent, I don't know what it was on Google Play, like $2 or $3.99, like, no big deal. I am so glad I did, and obviously I loved it because then I purchased the actual books so I can have them in my library, because I'm just obsessed with them. It was just so good, so good. So yeah, now Kendall Ryan has a slew of other books out there. Her newest book is, let me grab it back here, is Screwed. This is a standalone novel. I didn't get to read this yet because I was already reading Damaged. This just came in the mail like on Thursday, I think. So I'm excited to read this, and I want to check out her other books as well. Kendall is amazing. A lot of these authors will, like, when I tweeted H.M. Ward and Kendall and all, like, they'll either, you know, favorite what you say or they'll retweet it. She is really great because she's like Instagram posts of mine already, and tweets she's favorited and retweeted and all kinds of stuff. So she's just really sweet, and I really love her writing. She kind of has like a sassiness to her writing. I think that's what I like so much about the guys in this book. They're just like guy friends of mine with the stuff they say and whatnot. So I'm a real huge fan. If you want a visual, because, you know, I mean, not that you can't make up your own in your head, and this is the Instagram post that Kendall liked. If I were casting this, I don't know about girls, but guy-wise, my dream casting, Colton, I think, would be really good from Ian Summer Handler Holder, however you say his name, the guy from Vampire Diaries, because Colton kind of has like a mysterious quality to him, and I mean, look at Ian's eyes. I mean, hello, like, he has a mysterious look to him. Then I would say Collins would be a really good David Gandy, because he has, well, David's like 35, so he has that like older brother look to him, plus he's hot as hell. And then I think Pace would be amazingly played by Taylor Lautner from Twilight. I think he would be amazing with it because he's just so fun and carefree and has this like huge smile, and Pace is like that. So if I was dream casting, that would be my dream cast. Just saying. But yeah, just go out and get it. It is so good. I'm by no means being sponsored by Kendall Ryan or the publishing company or anything like that. I'm just giving you my own little 2 cents on this series, but I loved it. So much so that I'm contemplating, once I'm done my little pile of books that I have, about rereading it until I'm eagerly waiting for the 5th book from the Crossfire series to come out. Like, it is annoying the piss out of me that it's not out yet. So I'm thinking once I'm done these couple books that I have in the process here, I'm gonna just reread these because they're just so fun. Like, I love them. I keep telling my best friend to pick them up because she's the one who got me into this whole trashy romance novel thing, but she hasn't yet. I'm like, you don't know what you're missing out on, because I even told her the synopsis of it and she's like, that's a story in of itself right there, you know, with the sister and all. So it's just really, really good. It's like, it makes you feel good once you are done reading it, because it is just such a good well, wholesome's a little strong, but it's just like a heartwarming, good story. Plus there's like fun sex in it and all that kind of stuff. So, but that's another thing too. If you're reading it, there's not like kinky sex in it. It's just like good, hot, passionate sex. So if you don't like the kinkiness stuff, just some good, hot sex. So thank you. I know when I first, you know, saw people reading romance novels, whether it's a Fabio cover or one of these, I'm like, but now I'm one of them, and like, I don't have a problem. I don't need to have a more active social life or anything like that. Like, all is good in the hood, you know, but they're just fun to read. It just takes your mind away for a while. So just do it. Yeah. All right. Thank you so much for watching. If you happen to read these, let me know down below, or tweet me at HockeyMakeup. Let me know what you thought of them. And, like I always say at the end of every book review, if you want to recommend books to me, let me know down below, because I will check them out for sure. And yeah, that's that. So thank you so much for watching. I will see you all again in another video. Bye, guys.